Hi everyone, jennabugger here, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new, I'm so glad you stopped by, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Today is a speed build for a supernatural family home, and it took me a while to figure out what I was going to build this week. So much so that I am so far behind getting this uploaded, but I try to shoot for 9 a.m. on Fridays, and I mean this will definitely be up on Friday, but it's gonna be running a few hours late. And to be honest, the kids had a little something to do with that too. They needed a little extra time yesterday and this morning and everything. So, yeah, but this is actually the morning of Friday, October 30th, the day that this video is going to go live. So, yeah, I'm getting to work. I hope you all had a good morning this morning. Yeah, anyways, so I actually had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to build. Since it's the day before Halloween, I wanted to do obviously do something related to Halloween. And I mean, really the only ideas I was having was like a graveyard, which, I mean, yeah, that's nice and spooky, but I feel like I included a graveyard in every single one of my builds, with the little cat graveyard for the witch, and the fact that, there's the vampire baby in my vampire house, and then, just the little fake graveyard decoration in my Halloween obsessed house. I was feeling a little burnt out on graveyards. So the only other thing I was thinking of was a zombie apocalypse bunker, which, I definitely can. I feel like that'd be fun to make, but I just wasn't feeling it, like, particularly this time. And then I just was thinking, like, what would be really fun is just to have a house where I could just build, where each room was just kind of like its own theme. And, that was the creation of this build. I did, so I haven't named it yet because, of course, I forgot up in the upper left-hand corner. This is the lot that I am building it on. It is right across from the goth house. I feel like it really works well on this lot, particularly because of the way the sidewalk ends up being on two sides of the build. So, if you want to place it on this lot, it's that. I don't, hollow slough? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Slough? I'm just going to stop trying, stop butchering it. So, yeah, and then I went, and later in the build you'll see I named it Supernatural Foster Home. But then I was thinking, I want it to be a little more permanent. So I was imagining that the woman here, not quite an elderly woman, but definitely older, and just she never had kids of her own. Well, these kids, they will be her own, but, she didn't have any biological children, whether she just didn't when she was younger or she couldn't. That can be up to your discretion. Yeah, but so later on in life she decided she wanted children, and she ended up adopting a whole bunch of supernatural children, because I mean, maybe Sims don't particularly try to adopt supernatural children. I don't know. So she felt like that was something that she could really do to these supernatural children needed love and care just like all the other children. So, yeah. The outside of the house is definitely not Halloween-y inspired. Halloween-y, that's definitely not a word, but I'm using it. So my thought process was, the neighborhood probably wouldn't take too kindly to, a whole bunch of supernatural children running around. There's gonna be a vampire and a ghost and, all that kind of stuff. So, I figure she wants to make it, look as normal as possible on the outside so nobody would, suspect anything, and these kids can grow up without, feeling like outcasts or whatever. Uh, Plus, you guys will find when I start decorating the interior, she really likes blue. So, yeah. Anyways, I actually really love how the landscaping turned out with this build. It's landscaping is one of the things that I definitely struggle with the most. I never know, like, I always try to be super symmetrical because that's just how I am. But then sometimes I feel like it's just a little too much, and it's something I struggle with. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I feel like there's definitely some symmetry, but not as much as I usually like am drawn to do. Yeah. So what really helped me out, if any newbie builders are out there like me, I stuck with just a few bushes and flowers that I picked out the ones that I liked, and that's like pretty much what I stuck with. That's what I used throughout the entire build, and it really helped simplify the process, and it didn't stress me out so much when when I'm trying to do these things. I get like a little stressed out because I'm just I'm not as familiar with it and everything, so it's something new and everything. So what is so great though, these rocks right here are from the Live Edit Objects menu. That's the menu that they came out a while ago with, that a lot of the world objects that you see in the world that they use for decoration, they made it to where you can actually use them. And I'm so glad I found the little rock formation. I believe that's from the Outdoor Retreat game pack. Yeah, and I just sized it down quite a bit and made the little lines. And I don't believe that this menu was out when I was building last year, or it just came out or something, and I was hesitant to use it. So, oh, and well, I'll get back to this. I wanted to put the fence there, and I figured out to do it, I just needed to place a little piece somewhere else and just physically move it. So, if anybody's trying to do that helped. It looked a little weird up against the foundation there, but it's something that I was able to live with. Yeah, so back to the Live Edit objects. It actually is so nice to have that, and this is the little mermaid, her little pool house. Ugh, I got so many things I'm trying to say. My goodness, I apologize. Anyways, before the Live Edit objects, you would have had to get some of the rocks from the actual buy mode and size them down a lot, and like single place each rock to form a line like that. So that was a really nice. I was glad I was able to find that in that menu. So I mean, here I'm really just finishing up the backyard. There's definitely stuff for kids to do. That right there was the pool house. It is we have a mermaid teen. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And that is her own personal pool house. I'm actually not sure if mermaids can turn into their mermaid form in pools, but in my mind, I imagine they can. So, anyways, the only way to get there is through her bedroom, and so the pathway, I made it to look, like straight out of the Island Living expansion pack, and everything. So. I am moving on to the front porch area right here. Oh, I think a yawn might be coming. Nope, it passed. Okay. Yeah, and so it is, Halloween time, so just because they're supernatural kids doesn't mean they don't like Halloween. So I added some, little pumpkins and stuff that I imagine they would have carved. I didn't use the actual carved pumpkins because think those, I think those spoil. So I just used those ones. Yeah, so before we get into the interior, I do want to mention, I mean, obviously you guys have noticed that this is such a long video. I did cut out quite a bit. I don't think I built, I don't think I showed the 2 of the 3 bathrooms. They are very, very basic, to the point where I think the only thing, like anything fancy that I did was just doing the, adding the soap and toothbrush holder to the sink. So, but I do have the screenshots at the end, and I did end up editing out, there's a little area upstairs that I just put some painting easel and like some decorations with that. Again, I did include a screenshot at the end so you can see that, and I did unfortunately end up taking out the pool house because it's not very big. It's oh, right here, this trick right here I actually saw from Miss Simrino, and I think it is absolutely genius and perfect for a big family, because obviously if you have a big family, a big sim family, you're not going to have 2 coats on a coat rack, okay? So credit completely goes to Miss Simrino for that idea. I thought it was an amazing idea. Yeah, so anyways, I did edit out the pool house because I was trying to cut this video down so much, and hopefully it gets better with time and practice, but it was a very small pool. I think it was like a 3x5 ish, and I did a little like beachy area, and I included 1 lounge chair. I made it seem kind of like it was outside even though it's not, and I think the biggest thing was I included almost like a gallery wall of the underwater photos that you can get from the debug menu. But again, I did include a screenshot of that at the end so you guys can see that. And here, this is just, the entryway, so I'm trying to make it, there's a lot of kids here, so I'm just trying to make it really seem like this is kind of like the dumping place for all the kids stuff. And then here I'm using these stacked shirts to kind of simulate like maybe they're not shirts, but like sweaters or extra, I don't know, maybe extra onesies or something. I know they're a little big, but because there is a baby. So just extra stuff that so you don't have to go upstairs or whatever. And then up here I placed the little toddler iPad. I actually really love this little detail because I feel it's so true. If you are someone that allows your toddler to use iPads, I do let my daughter use iPads a little bit every day, and but I just find that's sometimes when you're done, like it's okay, iPad time's done, they're just like placed randomly out of reach. So I gotta laugh out of this. I don't know if there's any other mothers or even fathers that are watching that can resonate with that. I got a kick out of it. So I did go with a darker wood. My mind, I wanted to go with like a white wood, but that was just too much, guys. Too much. So I did want to warm it up with this, and I actually forget which where this wood flooring is from. I think it is from an expansion pack or a pack of some sort, but I can't remember which one. But I think it actually goes really nicely and warms it up so much with all the cool, white and blue and everything. So I had a little bit of difficulty here. What I really wanted to do, and I tried to do something um, fancy off camera, but of course it didn't work out. I wanted to create like a huge entertainment system. I don't know if anybody else like wants that, but like I really do. It just like my parents actually have one. It's huge. You got the, bottom portion with the drawers and stuff, and then there's on the sides it comes up with like little shelves, and then over top, so it actually puts a little, there's like a little space in the middle for where the TV goes, and then there's just shelves all over it, and it's just a huge entertainment system. And we don't have one of those, at least not in the content that I currently have purchased for this game. And I really want one. And I tried doing something on my own. I might try to fiddle with it again in the future, but I just couldn't figure it out this time. So maybe in the future I can figure it out. Yeah, so here I'm just decorating this this entertainment system here, or TV console, whatever you want to call it. Ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee right now, because I don't think I've actually done it yet with any of my videos, and you guys will learn that I love coffee. Ooh, it's cold. That was not fun. Okay. Here, I'm just adding more clutter. I put that there to, kind of like, oh, this is where people can put their shoes on and stuff. But then it's like, let's be honest, there's a whole bunch of kids here. So there's going to be, there's going to be a catch-all place. Like, okay, here's where all the school papers are being dropped off at, and the bills, and, even junk mail, because, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I don't go through my mail right away, and so the junk mail doesn't get thrown out right away. Yeah, so this little basket here, I end up on the entertainment system, I end up putting a remote in it, because with kids, I feel like it's, I mean, I definitely don't have my stuff together enough to like always know where my remote is if there's not a designated spot for it. So this little basket is kind of that spot for this family. And I don't think I'm doing anything much else. I do add a bookshelf and some plants, because I always think plants just make it seem just more cozy and more home-like. Instead of just like this blank place. I don't know. Yeah, and then I'm just putting some decoration on this empty space in the bookcase, and I just mirror what I did kind of on top of the what is it? I don't, the coat hanging place. Yeah, so. And then, there's not much else. Ooh, I really loved how this rug looked with it. I feel like it was just kind of like a pop of warmth in it. Oh, and I didn't mention these, on either side of the entertainment system, these, the ottoman and the pillows. I just imagine, since there's so many people here, especially kids, that they needed more space to really, if they're watching a movie together, to pull out some more seating so everyone can, sit and watch the movie together. Yeah, so we are finally done with the living room and moving into, this is just kind of like an extra space. It just so happened to turn out that way. I'm really glad that I didn't go like fully symmetrical on the floor plan. I think it really makes it just look more interesting and not so boring. Yeah, and oh, this actually reminds me, I don't believe I tested this out if it works. The little family board, the planning board or whatever, with the shelf here. Um, but if it doesn't work, obviously you can very easily just get rid of the shelf. Or maybe, yeah, that'd probably be the easiest thing to do. And then here, just stacking up some kids' homework, because, I figured there'd be some kids' homework like laying around, where's your homework at? I don't know. So it's kind of like, okay, when you get home, if you're not doing your homework right away, it gets set right here, and then we will get to it. So, yeah. And then moving on to the kitchen. And again, more blues. And this is... I completely failed with the testing of some of the stuff. I did not test this island out to see if the Sims could actually even sit there. It allowed me to place the chairs, but they are pretty close together. So, yeah, if I think about it, I'll try to get in and test those. Actually, it might be a good idea. Where is my pad of paper? Let me see. I should probably write a note to you guys. Real time, go hear me. Let's see. I'm gonna test out the island and test out the planning board. Not even sure what exactly that is called. Yeah, and I think that's the rest that I need to test out. I think those are the only things that I missed. Yeah, anyways, the kitchen, I feel like I didn't do too much, like super fancy with it or anything. I just stuck with the color scheme. Decided I didn't like those curtains, so I switched them and then switched the color. Very indecisive here. Yeah, so I do imagine that this is or at least the mother is very much a tea drinker, so I do end up putting the tea brewer right here. Oh, perfect timing, Jen. Like the only time that I'll get perfect timing for that. Yeah, so I do place that, and I end up placing the little rack that has all the mugs. I was looking through, and some of my custom content has some really cute, like mug holders that really, really wish I could have used, but I like to keep all of my builds without custom content, because first of all, that's a lot of extra work for me to like, I'm not gonna put custom content and just be like, oh, you're on your own to figure out where the heck I got it. Like, I wouldn't do that, but that's a lot of work because I'm not very super organized when it comes, like, I get on custom content kicks and I just go through and I'm just like, download, and like, I don't actually keep track of where I've gotten it from. So maybe in the future at some point I'll do something like that, but yeah, it's too much right now, too much. So I'm actually just finishing up the kitchen, I believe, and if I'm correct, I am moving on. Yep, I symmetry. Yeah. And then I'm just adding the lights here, and yeah, and then I think I technically move on to the bathroom. You'll see that the bathroom is finished, and oh look, you see a little bit here, very basic, but this is the mermaid teens room. I imagine she really likes pink and purple, and I had a little bit of a difficulty figuring out the layout of the furniture, because I decided I didn't want a big dresser in front of these, like ceiling to floor length windows. It probably would have been so much easier if I would have just gotten over that, but I didn't. So I'm not sure if I actually edited out a whole bunch of that. You might see me finagling with some of this stuff a little bit here and there. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? I use, oh, these curtains are gorgeous, by the way. They're so pretty. But I used a lot of stuff from the Island Living expansion pack, and I think I may have used a little bit of the Jungle Adventure because I feel like it, you know, the decorations and stuff, they go well with the, tropical jungle type theme. So and I loved both of these lights, so I made sure to get both of them in because they are so pretty, and I don't think I've actually ever used them in a build before, so I definitely had to. And so these were the pictures I was talking about earlier. They're the underwater pictures. I put a couple here in her room, but I make a huge gallery wall in the pool area, actually right above the pool, and you'll see in the screenshot. And I just wanted to make it, because it was indoors, I wanted to try to make it seem as close to outside as possible, because I mean, in this Sims neighborhood, you can't just be, swimming out in the open as a mermaid, because people might be all like, oh, what, that's different, she's trying to protect them and doesn't want them to feel like outcasts and everything. So she's, I think I'm just babbling now, but yeah. So and then these cute little sea creatures from the Nifty Knitting, these are in the debug menu, as well. As you can see, I couldn't use the eyedropper tool to grab another one. So and then she is a teen. I definitely imagine her to feel, she's, into the typical girly stuff. She likes doing her nails and makeup and everything. So I do a little area right here next to her mirror that I move the makeup tray to, so she can do her makeup next to a mirror, because I don't know about you guys, but I need a mirror. If you can do your makeup like in its entirety without a mirror, like I am super jealous, first of all, but like that's awesome. And then I just added a little fishbowl there. I figured that would be her little fishy friend. Yeah, so and then this is the upstairs. I start with the master bedroom. So again, it's a lot of blues because that's her favorite color. I had a hard time picking out the bed. I actually edited it out because I went through a lot. And I think I would have used the losing my train of thought, the vampire bed, but I don't think it came in a swatch that really matched with the blues and everything. So unfortunately, I had to pass on that. And then here I'm just doing a little sitting area. This room is actually, I mean, it's fairly big, but it's decorated pretty simply, in my opinion. I actually don't think there's like any decorations really, except I do end up putting a picture on the wall. And I do add a rug. I do add a rug. So other than that, I imagine that, oh, my daughter is coming into the room, so if you guys hear her, sorry. Yeah, but I imagine she's chasing after these kids all day. Like she's not spending a lot of time in her room, so yeah, so and then the master bedroom, I edited that out because it is decorated at pretty much exactly as the downstairs bathroom. And you guys saw a little glimpse of that. It's literally the same you know, toilet and sink and tub and walls and floors and everything. So the layout's a little different, but you guys will see that. Yeah, so this is the baby's room, and she is a baby witch. I going into this build, I knew that I had to do a baby witch because I wanted to use that gorgeous bassinet that came with the Realm of Magic pack. So that was like the one thing that I was like, I have to do. Yeah, so, and I'm really happy. I just, it's very, you know, it's very light and white and everything, but I really like how it's just very, very soft for, you know, a kid's, baby's bedroom, or nursery, I should say. So, I really liked it. And so here I wanted to do a little stack of diapers. I don't know why I didn't bring the red shelf out sooner. I just like to make things difficult for myself. Yeah, but just a little stack of diapers. And then here I imagine this could be just like a stack of burp cloths or maybe some simple onesies. It is, you know, fall time when I am in game when I'm building this, so perhaps it's, you know, the extra onesies to put underneath the regular footed pajamas just to keep her a little bit warmer. So yeah, and then I'm just, again, this really pretty lamp. I don't think I used it in my witch build. I think I went more the natural, kind of like a woodsy witch theme with that. So I don't think I use this particular lamp, even though I really do like it, and it really makes it feel magical. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think there's much more in this room. I wanted to use that lamp, but I remembered that the light, I remember if I sized it down, it would have those weird orbs just floating, so I didn't do it. I did add just a little bit of a touch of color with the pink, and I really like how it turned out. I actually did this a lot throughout the house, just little, like, the nooks and crannies are just doing. Okay, my daughter's saying something. I don't know what she's saying. Anyways, so this is the toddler's room. He is actually an alien. I thought it was going to be a lot easier to build a room for an alien, but I stand corrected. There actually wasn't a whole. I thought there was more stuff that was gonna seem more futuristic and stuff. And maybe what would have helped, if I've actually never used that wormhole generator to go to. Oh, shh, baby. Oh, I've actually never gone to Sixum to see what it looks like. So maybe that would have helped to do, but anyway, so this is a toddler. I imagine he's not quite potty trained yet, so he does, hang on, baby. He does, get his diaper changes. She is just naming off the colors of my keyboard. Okay, so here, actually, I saw this map and I was like, oh, he's an alien, like, you know, conquering, like, taking over Earth or whatever, and, like, major Stewie vibes. Yeah, you best believe that that's what I went with. So he's got his little, it's, you know, definitely, I mean, not something you would put in normal toddlers' rooms, but, I love the idea because, I mean, you know, you think of aliens and, you know, majority of the time you think like, oh, they're going to try and take over Earth, you know, like, so that's definitely on this toddler's mind. It's ingrained in his being, like, that as an alien, that's like what his goal is. So he's even as a toddler, he's got his little, you know, world domination corner over there. And then I included this, that satellite from Get to Work, from the Scientist Career, because she wants him to be able to contact his, his, alien peers um, when he wants to. He probably, maybe not so much can do that now as a toddler, but definitely in the future he'll be able to. So, and that was brought out. What was the cheat I used? It's not in the regular debug menu. You have to go in and it specifically unlocks the career rewards and like any rewards that you get from the parties and events and stuff. I cannot remember exactly what it is, but it is definitely different from the regular debug menu. So I did include this bathroom because the walls and floors are the same, but it is some of the furniture, well, actually a lot of the furniture is different, because I wanted it to be more of like a kid's bathroom. And we do have another teen in the house, and this left side is more of his side. And so that's what he is going to... I'm losing my concentration because I'm going to get the iPad for my daughter because she's over here bringing toys. So I need to get this done, guys. All right, here you go, baby. No, parent of the year. Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, all right? I ain't judging, so, don't judge me, or you can if you want. I don't care. Anyways, so this I actually had, and that didn't even work. Baby, we gotta be quiet right now, okay? Watch iPad. So this is, oh, losing my train of thought. My goodness gracious. Okay, this is the teen boy's bedroom, and he is a ghost. I got a kick out of this because, ghost in the attic, so he is in the attic. I amuse myself so easily. There is no one that laughs harder at my jokes than myself. You guys... you have learned that little snippet about me. Yeah, so I imagine he is very moody, definitely full blown, just like teenage angst, like, just, oh, the world is terrible and everyone hates me, and then, he's a ghost on top of it, so maybe just a little even more so. Yeah, so definitely teen angst is big with this guy, and he's got his journal that he can write his feelings in, and I included a guitar because I feel like his only escape is through music, so that is kind of his little his personality in a nutshell. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I really like to kind of create an idea of the sim and then decorate by that versus making a very what's the word, very just general type of room or whatever. It's very personalized, so that might make it hard for you guys to actually play with these houses. But I mean, if you want to build families based around these, which actually that would be awesome if anyone, because I'm not good at making sims, if anyone wants to create a family for any of my builds, leave a comment down below with your origin ID, upload it to the gallery, and I would be so interested to see what you guys come up with. And yeah, that'd be so much fun. Anyways, this is the vampire's room. He is a child, children can sleep in the coffins. I tested that out. I wasn't sure to begin with. So I thought what would be interesting is he wants to. So I thought maybe he wanted to be a doctor when he grows up. So I, put that little doll doctor set there. But then I was like, oh wait, there's a lot of these animal things. So I was like, you know what? No, he wants to be a vet. So I went big with all of the vet stuff. Yeah, so just really put some pictures in there of animals and stuff. He loves animals and he wants to be a vet when he grows up, like I said. So that's kind of the idea for this bedroom. And I really like that idea. So and I think I am coming up on the screenshots here very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. Subscribe if you're not, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.